When I pull up, leave the ground shaking. Guess they ain't think I was gonna blow, they be like, how I make it. Talking like they finna stop something, it's go time, let's line it up. I've been ready to mop something the whole time, my stomach growling. I ain't gon' pick up for no 100,000. I need a Billy tryna go and buy the public housing. Yeah, cut that stove on, my name hot like fajita plate. I don't need a break. Told my partner crank that to the meter break.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. And it's coming up next.
Oh, it is a winter wonderland indeed. The snow is falling in upstate New York as you get a look inside Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and
And we are underway in Buffalo. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5", that's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. And his first pass is incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Allen looks to throw on second down. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. First grab so far for Diggs. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time. And that's what they try to preach.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Down to the 22-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Ravens.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Bills, nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. A little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Allen's throw complete to Shakir. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards that time for number 14.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's second and 10. To throw, it's Allen. That's complete to Davis. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Allen off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Justin Madubuike able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Baltimore's set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
53 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he catches it off the tip. It wasn't even intended for him. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Well, sure looked pretty coming off of his hand, but sometimes you might have to take a little bit off of it. That one looked a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, but off the tip, hey, they still got the catch, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? Even when it goes wrong, it turns out right.
They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit, and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. Throwing now is Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
To throw is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's got room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that had ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
A final shot before half for Allen. Finding Shakir across the formation. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a fine first half from running back J.K. Dobbins. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well. You'd have to imagine, given the snowy condition, lots to talk about at halftime for these 2 coaching staffs. Plenty of decisions to be made for this second half for sure. And for the call, we hand it back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And fights through one man. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go play action now. Jackson finds his man over the middle. It's likely. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Wait, ready?
Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Edwards will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Allen to throw once more. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing is Allen on third. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
Offense.
Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
From midfield, here's Allen, and that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Now Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Now Allen, got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one, that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 154 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Bills 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on first down is Allen. He's got the hookup with Diggs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Allen now on first down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Try to take this home. They'll run. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Fights up. There he goes, right side. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. 2nd and 11. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity.